Hey, howdy, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, welcome back to another video. So today is going to be a little drive with me video. It's once again like some other drive with me videos that I've been doing recently. I'm actually already at the place that I'm going to be driving to, and at the place that we're going to be playing over under at. So, I'm going to the Dollar Tree. One of the last times I went to the Dollar Tree, I want to say I was in and out in like 2 minutes. I don't think that's going to happen again, but for those of you guys who are new to my channel, hey, hi, howdy, welcome. What I do is, in my drive with me videos, I'll typically be driving to like a grocery store or maybe like a fast food place or something like that, and I play a game called Over Under, where I'm going to set a line, and you guys are going to guess if you think it's going to take me longer than the amount of time, or if it's going to take a shorter amount of time to do whatever the task I'm about to do is. And then at the end, like when I come back, I will tell you guys how long it's been. And yeah, so that being said, I'm at the Dollar Tree. I'm literally going in just for Pop-Tarts. I will probably wander around a little bit and look to see if they have any cute like Christmas stuff, because I might be decorating my room for Christmas. Not entirely sure yet. But that being said, my main objective is Pop-Tarts, and I know exactly where it is. So I'm going to set the line at about 2 minutes. This one should be a pretty easy line. Either I impulsively buy a bunch of stuff I don't need, or I just get the Pop-Tarts and go out, and that would be the under, the other one would be the over. But like I said, I'm setting the line at 2 minutes. Let me guys know what your guess is down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in a second. Alrighty, hey, hi, howdy, I'm back. I want to just go ahead and apologize for anybody who took the under. This line today was absolutely abysmal, apparently. So for reference, the Dollar Tree that I went to is one that is right by the Target that I work at, and I just got off of work, and usually when I go to this Dollar Tree right after getting off of work, it's not busy at all, and I can usually go in, grab whatever items I need, go through the register. There's usually not a line at the registers. I forgot, I got off way later today than I usually do. It's currently around, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Usually I get off of work around like 10:30, so it's not that busy around 10:30. It's much busier around 1 o'clock. So, yeah, it took me about 4.5 minutes. Yeah, that was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. I did wander around a little bit. I looked at their Christmas aisles. They have a little bit of Thanksgiving aisles. Interestingly enough, you can buy a whole 24-pound turkey at the Dollar Tree. Also, I actually just lied to you. That's not a true statement at all. That would be crazy, though. Could you imagine if they sold like a whole turkey at the Dollar Tree? Even if it was like a 4-pound turkey or like a really, really small turkey, that would be really concerning to me. But yeah, little haul of everything I got. The one thing that I went in there for, I cannot find these for the life of me. It was relatively busy in the store, so like part of the 4 minutes and was because it was busy, but then the other half of it was these were on the bottom shelf underneath like pasta and soups and stuff like that. This was not with the cereal stuff and the breakfast stuff at all, and I'm so mad about that because I would have never thought to look there. I did impulsively buy 2 other things though. So one of them, root beer float flavored protein shake. What? Part of me is like absolutely disgusted, and then the other part of me is insanely happy. So we'll figure out that when we get there. And then I got a Mountain Dew Kickstart because I just worked a long shift at work and I need energy. So, energy drink. That is scrumpdilly-icious. Okay, we're gonna now drive home. That's where I'm driving to in my drive with me video today. So, I'm actually gonna get out of this parking lot and then start the recording because this parking lot is very stressful, and depending on the day and how busy it is, which apparently I just found out it is insanely busy, it could take me 5 minutes just to get out of this parking lot. So, I'll see you guys when I'm at the intersection to get out of this parking lot. Alrighty, so I'm finally at the intersection to get out of this parking lot, but it looks like I'm going to be here for a couple of minutes because I'm stuck behind a grandmother who is waiting for a handwritten invitation. But that being said, I'm going to get to the part of the video that I actually wanted to do. So today I had one of the worst days ever at work, and it's been like this the last couple of days because I've been in a position that I'm not typically in, and I'm going to quickly just rant about that for one. So forever ago, a couple of months back, they asked me, hey, there's a specific position. Usually one person does it, and there's only the one person who does it. And they'll do it the entire week. But that was back when it was Monday through Friday. Recently, they added Saturdays to the mix, so like they need somebody to start doing it on Saturdays. And the original person who does it Monday through Friday, they like having the weekends off, so they're like, yeah, we're not gonna come in on Saturday. It's not worth it for us to come in on Saturday, which is completely valid, right? Good for them, taking their days off, right? But they were like, okay, crap, now we need somebody to come in and do this on Saturdays. And for a while, they've been wanting somebody to learn how to do it anyways, so that, God forbid this person who does it Monday through Friday every week takes a week off or something like that, and they don't have anybody to do it. So they were asking a bunch of people, and pretty much everybody was saying no. And me personally, I was like, you know what? Oh crap! I got into this lane to try. Hold up, there's nobody there, right? Okay, I'm gonna go back into this lane. I got into this lane to try passing the couple of school buses that are in front of me, and one of the school buses just hopped in front of me, so I can't pass them because I'm gonna be behind them. But yeah, so for reference, a couple of months ago, they were like asking a bunch of people if they wanted to do this, and pretty much all of them were like, no. And I, very heavily, was a part of that group of people who was like, no, because I have really bad anxiety, and the position requires you to interact with people a lot on a daily basis. And one of my biggest things that I really struggle with is phone calls. I can't do phone calls for crap. That's a position where you sometimes, occasionally, will have to do phone calls. And then for two, I'm really bad at having to tell people no. I'm okay with telling people no if it's something me personally, it's going to affect me, and I'm saying no because I don't want it. But sometimes the store will have specific things, and they'll be like, you have to say no to these people. And something that concerns me about it is sometimes the people, they get paid based off of, how many deliveries they drop off and stuff like that. And for me to have to say no to accepting one of their deliveries, it might be affecting their paycheck and stuff like that. So I don't want to be the person doing it, right? I am being the bearer of bad news. And for that specific job, you sometimes have to be the bearer of bad news, and you have to tell people, hey, you can't do that. And me personally, don't want to do that. I really don't want to have to be that guy. So that being said, nobody else was willing to do it, and I've kind of gotten to the point where I do everything at the store that I work at. So I was like, you know what? Sure, you can put my hat in. I'll do it on Saturdays. And the big reason why I said yes to that was because it's 6 a.m. shifts instead of 4 a.m. shifts. So once a week, I get to sleep in. And I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. And then also because they just started doing it on Saturdays. Saturdays, it's usually a lot less busy. And they promised me a couple things. One, I'll only be doing it on Saturdays. And for two, I will never have to make any phone calls, right? That was the deal, was I will do it if I'm only doing it on Saturdays, and I never have to make phone calls. And they were like, yeah, sounds good. That's a deal. Perfect, right? Flash forward to this week. I think quarter 4 started 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or something like that. And right before quarter 4, a couple of people got promoted to team leads, and a bunch of different people shifted positions and, changed areas. And one of the people was the person who worked in this position Monday through Friday, and somebody else is filling in for them, and they're going to start filling in for them, as soon as they get back from their current vacation, whatever that they're currently on. But they needed somebody to fill in for 5 days, and they made it me. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this right off the bat. If you're a very visual person, if you hear something and then you visualize it, ignore what I'm about to say. You might want to skip 20 seconds in because I'm about to say something completely grotesque. I think I would rather get one of those little clamp tools, put it on every single one of my fingernails, and just yank all of my fingernails off one by one than ever be in that position on a weekday ever again. Holy shit. So for one, it's already a pretty bad job because there's a bunch of stuff that you need to do, and you're responsible for an entire giant back room full of stuff. If anything is in the wrong position, you're the one getting in trouble for it. And then for two, you're having to deal with super rude truck drivers, and for the most part, the ones who work for Coca-Cola, Frito-Lay's, Pepsi are really nice. It's the ones who work for it that are the freaking worst. Oh crap. Future editing, censor that. I'm not going to say the name of the store that I worked in while I'm complaining about it. I'll say it when I'm not complaining. But right now, I'm fully ticked off about it. So since I've been doing this job, right, I've been doing it for Saturdays for the last month and a half, 2 months. So many of the people have been so nice to me. The people who work for Red Bull, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Frito-Lay's, there's a tortilla company called Old Mexican or something like that. All of those people, super nice, incredibly nice. During the weekdays, though, sometimes they have shipments that are from the company that I work for, and I swear they have the most douchebag of douchey douchebags to drive those trucks and deliver those orders. And oh my god, today I had to deal with the most rude dude because he was so impatient, and then when he got there, he was like, yeah, you need to do all of these things, and I'm like, okay. Alrighty, between wind getting into my car and how bumpy this road is, the audio quality here is so terribly bad that I am now going to just crop around and do parts of the story that are integral. Okay. Oh, one of my team leads, he is one of the most miserable people ever, and it's a very stressful time of year. And I understand that he's stressed out and he's going through a lot and he has to deal with a bunch of stuff. He is a total jerk for absolutely no reason. And anytime he is in a bad mood, he makes it where everybody around him also needs to be in a bad mood. And it is driving me insane. And what's it called? Today specifically, are you turning? Dude, if you turn your blinker on, I could have gone, jerk. But yeah, man, now I kind of forgot what I was saying. But yeah, this specific team lead, every time anything is wrong in that back room, like that entire giant room that has a bunch of like different stocking rooms and a bunch of different like shelves where a bunch of different people take care of a bunch of things, and then there's a style team that does a bunch of different stuff in there. Anything is wrong in the entire giant room, he blames it on me, and he doesn't just like calmly tell you, hey, by the way, you're doing this thing wrong. He practically is yelling at me. And I'm so done with it. Like, honestly, next time he yells at me, I think I am going to snap on him or, like, say something or maybe report it to HR or something. Because it's one thing to, like, tell somebody... Alrighty, future editing Blake here. I'm actually going to just crop out the rest of the video and say all the things that I said at the end of the video that were actually important. So, for one, to finish up my story that I was saying, I was just basically saying that, like, I hate... the fact that one of my team leads is kind of like really over the top, just like rude, and it seems like he just is to everybody, and it drives me insane. And I was going to say, like, for that specific thing, it's one thing for somebody to like be like talking to you and be like, hey, by the way, we got to make sure we're not doing this thing, right? But it's another thing to just straight up yell, and it'll drive me insane because sometimes it's like literally obvious that the problem is something else that somebody else did, and he'll be like, hey, Blake, you can't do that. Hey, Blake, you can't do that. And it drives me insane. But that was pretty much all that I had for my rant. I pretty much said everything else that I already needed to say. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video, and I wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching the video. I love and appreciate you guys. I've made this video, and it's mostly negative, and I just wanted to go out and say, part of the reason I make this rant video and this like little story time video is because the last couple of days have been like a little like wonky, Willy Wonka. That's not the word I wanted to say. It's just been really like rough, and I wanted to just address it. If I've seemed a little bit negative in some of my videos, or I've seen a little bit more down in the dumps, it's just been because work has been stressful the last couple of days. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love and appreciate you guys. You guys are the best, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Peace out.